What's going on, everybody? Hey, it's Brian, and we are back from Acme. We actually got back into town Sunday night, and we've taken all of this time to sort of get caught up, recuperate, rest up, get back into the swing of things. So now it's time for the Acme stash ad video. No, Mrs. BG is not going to be in this one. Sorry, Jeff, to disappoint you. But we are busy. So I wanted to go ahead and get this one out and about so we can get on to other things that we got going on the bench here. But yeah, we got some stuff over here to share with you. We also got some shop cards that some guys were sharing with us at the actual Acme show. And we met so many people that it was an amazing outing. We were already missing it. We're like, we're talking about coming back in like 3 years. Hopefully that all sticks to plan because man, I would hate to miss out on more of these. That new venue was amazing. I know several people have done their Acme video with their thoughts and stuff, but if you had to miss out on this one, as really sorry that happened. But hopefully you can plan for the next one because I think it's going to be even better. The host hotel was great. We really enjoyed the host hotel. The staff is very, very friendly. The rooms are clean. Everything is, it looks like the place was built just a couple of years ago, and everything was just great with that. There's a bar area in the center of the hotel where we could do our meet and greet and stuff. You go downstairs and you can't cross the lobby to head outside without seeing somebody you know and having to say hi. And next thing you know, you're behind schedule going to lunch or something like that. So it was a lot of fun. And then the host hotel had one of their conference rooms set aside for us for the Acme guys. I guess worked that out with them, where you could pop in, grab a bottle of water or soda or something like that, or a pop, depending on where you're from in the country. And they had some snacks and stuff there for us to munch on during the Friday night meet and greet, and then when we went over to go get our packets and our early bird check-in stuff. It was a lot of fun, and excuse me there. It was really cool because Fred Henry was able to use that same space to do his 10 questions for YouTube modelers. That was a kick in the pants. If you haven't seen that video, I'll try and put a link down below so you can go check that out. But yeah, that was that was a lot of fun. It felt like it was only 5 minutes, but we were actually there for like almost 40. That was just the recording time. We were there for a bit longer, doing handshakes and hugs and saying goodbye, and just because we know that was Saturday night. That was the last time we're going to see these folks. So if you watch that video, you'll probably recognize a lot of us are pretty tired and a little punchy, but made for good fun. So yeah, check that out. But we want to say thank you so much to the Acme crew. If any of those guys are watching, they did such a great job with this particular show with the early online entries forms that you could sign up and print out, or you could email it back to them and they would print it out for you and put it part of your goodie bag when you come pick it up for registration night. The venue was huge. I mean, it was, I have no idea what the square footage was, but it was amazing. We're talking about 28 plus vendors. They had to put folks in the hallway. I had to take a break and run to the men's room, and on my way to the men's room I'm like, ooh, I need to do some more shopping. So but the 28 vendors. One of my good buddies, Colonel Reb Tommy, he was actually vending, and I came by, scoped out his table. I'm like, cool, I got some stuff in mind. I took off, I came back, and most of it was gone. So I was like, oh, I broke the rule. The rule number one of swap meets is if you see it, just buy it. But hey, it's all good. It's all good. Looks like Tommy made his money back off those tables, plus much, much more. So that's good for him. Let's see, detail. They had a lot of detail parts there from several folks that I didn't expect to be there. Like Model Car Garage photo etch guys were there. STS Decals was there. Ace Decals was there. I wanted to go back and shop their table again. I just didn't have the time. But there was so many great tables with model kits on there. I think Tim Brown did a really good, over at Throttle Power, did a really good comprehensive view of the vendor tables. And we did do some video of the vendor tables and stuff, and we'll see if we can't get to that here pretty soon. But yeah, good time. And then we're not even talking about the models that were on the tables on display for the show. Oh my gosh. my good friend John Weber, he did this really awesome 240 ZG kit from Tamiya, and he wiped the deck with us in Vegas in August. Figured he was probably going to get an invite for for a top 10 or something like that. There was so much other stuff out there that was just blowing us away, and he was good with it. He's like, oh, credit where credit's due. But yeah, it was there was some stuff on there that I just was not expecting, I guess is the best way to say that. I mean, Acme's always a good turnout for car stuff, especially NASCAR, race car stuff. But the Le Mans category, that was huge. The Corvette category, that was huge because those were the themes. And then, of course, NASCAR too, which is always a heavy hitter at that show. But beautiful stuff. I mean, just can't begin to describe. I mean, a picture's worth 1,000 words, and I'm falling short by a lot. We met some great new friends while we were there, like my buddy Scott Inman. He took a top 10 it with his Volkswagen Type 2 Gulf oil truck. I mean, Volkswagen, Gulf oil, weathered. That's three of my favorite criteria right there. so yeah, we're following him on Instagram. He's already doing some amazing things on his next build. And he says he's planning for Acme this next round. So yeah, we met a lot of folks that were from YouTube, like Project O. We got to meet him and his son. Great guys. Wish we could have had more time to talk with them. We kept bumping into them throughout the rest of the day. There was just so many. We got to see Monty. Monty Davis was there. He's looking like he's doing pretty good. So that was really, really good to see. Good to see him and say hi. Man, I mean, there's just so many folks, and we're going to leave some folks out, and we really do apologize about that. But if we said hi to you, or if you came up and said hi to us, you're in our hearts, guys. We just, we love you all. So, all right, let's get on to the actual reason why we're here. All right, on to the styrene. So first off, we've got the AMT 2013 Chevy Camaro ZLT Coupe. And this is the showroom replicas. Now, I'm kind of guessing that the showroom replicas is sort of like their current fancy name for promo kits, because, I mean, honest to goodness, it is a curbside, but it's done very, very well. And I swear, this kit weighs tens of ounces. Very low parts count, but it's got some substantialness to it. So that's kind of cool. Really looking forward to getting onto this kit here, because I'm thinking, could be a great kit for a 40-hour group build up in July, or it could be a good slump buster, which Lord knows I could use right now. So there's a lot of different options for this guy right here. I also have another plan that I'm not allowed to speak of at this particular point in time, but I have an idea that we might do with this kit here. No, it's not a build, but it's an idea. So stick around for that. So that's there. $10 for that kit. I was floored. This guy here, check this out, another AMT. This is the 23T 100th anniversary of this particular vehicle. This is a depot hack, and I've been having my eye out on this one here for a while. Never really found it for a price that I felt comfortable paying for it at the lobbies of Hobbies or any other type of retail stores. But this gentleman had it for $15. I was well within my budget for that. I was like, yes, please. What else have you got? That's what I found at Camaro. But yeah, this guy here, really cool. Can do a couple different ways as the depot hack, or as the express wagon. I couldn't remember what it was called. I had to look at the name. But I guess it's a fancy name for a motorized buckboard there. Yeah, happy to have that in the stash, because I do like those 1920s cars. And then we have from Revell, Germany, the Baldwin Motion Drag Cobra. Oh boy, wringing the hands in anticipation. I've done one of these in the past. I did it for James Morris's appreciation build. He loved the car. He told me he had it on a display shelf of honor. And I was so taken with this kit. I wanted to do another one, because the drag version is its own kit. It does have a lot of stuff that carries over from one kit to another, but there are certain bits in this kit that are specific to this kit, like that hardtop, the side windows, and the slicks, and then the shorty pipes. I mean, there's a couple other things in there too, but this is an awesome kit. And my buddy Dan Doan has been sharing with me over the years pictures of people from back in the day building this particular car. So that's kind of cool. I have like a little photo library set aside of that stuff. So Future Brian says, thank you to Pass Dan. Here's some words. And no, we're not going to collect them all. But yeah, having this kit and in the Revell Germany boxing, that's kind of fun. It's kind of a special thing. So there's that. On to the world of Italian cars made by Japanese companies. Here we have a Fujimi. I apologize for not all the way in frame. We have a Fujimi, a Lamborghini Gallardo C. And this wasn't catching my eye, but this did. So I was like, ooh, that's awesome. I like that a lot. Let's shoot for this coloring here. But I mean, this one here was $20. Good Lord, I could not pass that up. I was like, are you serious? And the guy's like, just pay me and leave, please. I'm like, okay, great. So then popped over to another table and we found a Tamiya kit. This is the Takakyu Toyota 88CV. No idea what that means, but research is required, and I'm happy to go do that because that's one of the things I find very fun about model car world and building is doing the research on the obscure things. This is obscure to me. I'm not, I'm not a Toyota fan, but heck, if they made Toyotas like this on the street, I'd probably have one. But look at that. Look at that profile. That's sleek looking. That is cool. That's very GT40 looking, I swear. So, so there's some heritage there. And this is a full detail kit. When you see that picture on the side there like that, that's a full detail kit. So that is cool. And the price of $20. Again, awesome. Decals are in good shape. That's very important because trying to replace decals of a kit like that, of that type of vintage, would be very expensive or difficult. And then we have here the Porsche 962C. I love the fact that this is the Shell and Dunlap livery. This is really cool. And here's something I just noticed. Look at the asymmetric coloring on the car there. That's fun. That's fun. Brian of the past would be like, oh, I'm being triggered. No, this is cool. I like this a lot. This is really fun. But again, another wicked cool profile of a car. And then is this one here a full detail also? No, it's not. No, it's not. That's okay. That's okay because it was only $10. Yes, $10. And let's take a guess at what color is molded in. White. Oh, thank you, Mr. Tamiya. I appreciate that because that yellow on the Boxster. Yikes. But there's that guy there. And now for the cut to grass. This is the most specialist kit I've picked up in a long time. This guy right here, this is the Rapid Fire motorcycle, also known as the G.I. Joe Ram cycle. And this is, of course, G.I. Joe. It's Revell. It's from the 1980s. And some of the best stuff came from the 1980s. I didn't. I came from the 1970s. But I was a kid in the 1980s, and I loved every minute of it. Let's see here. It's going to be, of course, are motorcycles even curbsides? Probably not. But take a look inside here for real quick. Yeah, stuff's kind of jumbling and apart and stuff. It was sailed in cellophane. I don't think it was the original stuff, but we busted it open and take a look, make sure it had all the parts, make sure nothing was broken or stuff was missing. I thought we were missing the decals. Turns out it's an itty bitty little tiny sheet of dry transfer markings. And I gotta say, dry transfer markings, that's actually a really cool idea, especially if you have children builders in mind. I think we've shied away from that now, but I can't wait to get to this thing here. A good friend of ours also found one of these, Mr. Mark Batson. He saw that I had this, like, where'd you get that? And I was like, right over there. So he ran over and got the other one, and now we're talking about possibly doing a buddy build. He has ideas for his, but he was like, look at that gun. So he was pretty impressed. And he remembers his G.I. Joe's 12-inch figures from back when he was a kid. And so yeah, we're going to geek out over these guys and have a lot of fun. But this is my I don't know, what's the next level down from a Holy Grail? Would that be a semi-grail, a mostly grail, a somewhat grail, a silver grail? Ooh, silver grail. Yeah, so you got a golden grail and a silver grail and a bronze grail, and then this is what my mom gave me type of thing. But yeah, that's I'm going with that. This is a silver grail kit right here. And I didn't expect to find this, but you go to Acme, it's a box of chocolates. You don't know what you're going to find. There's no map on the inside for what's what. You're just going to have to walk around and make your discoveries. So there we have that. So on to the shop cards. First off, we're going to do a shout out for Auto Models LLC. You can find them on Facebook, of course. And then also right here, we have the automodelsllc.com. And then on the back side here, they are a retail store that specializes in models. So if you have any curiosities, or if you're in the Greensburg, Pennsylvania area, give them a shout, see what they got, be able to hook you up. So let's see, sold at mail order prices. That is a nice thing. So I don't know. I'm probably when I get done doing this, I might go over there and see what they got. I still got a couple bucks left in the show budget, so we'll see what we can find for Christmas presents. But yeah, we also went to Scale Motorsports and we picked up. This is actually a decal, so that's kind of cool. And then he's got this really awesome looking shop card that is pretty cool. So there's that. Now, Mr. Fred Henry, we spent some time with him and Vicky. Awesome fun. Miss them dearly already and can't wait to get back out there and see them again as soon as we can. But Fred was handing out some decals, dackles, stickers, whatever you want to call them. These are not wet transfers, but West Georgia Rods and Customs. Love it, man. This is a really cool idea. You've inspired me to see if I can't up my game with my decals also. Check this out here. This is a special card that he had made just for the show, and you could only get the card if you were there at the show and he talked to you. So that was pretty awesome. He had a stack of these things, and I think by the end of the night he was out. But yeah, this is his appreciation build for Old Tom, and that's just, I mean, Fred's an awesome builder. He's also an awesome guy and an awesome friend. So this one here I also like very much. This NASCAR here. This is just beautifully done. Love the tricolor color scheme on there and the decal work. So y'all seen his work. Fred is an amazing builder and amazing decaler. Got to talk to this young man here over at Bama Scale Models. He actually had this tractor there, and we went over to go take a peek at it after he gave us a card and told us where it was at. So this is an amazing weathering job. I'm really floored by how well it came out. Great job there. Thank you for coming to the show. Thank you for coming up and talking to us. We really appreciate that. And we hope to see you in more shows on the East Coast when we get a chance to get back over there. So we're going to put this into the binder of fame. And of course, we'll have links to people's channels down below. So thank you again for that. We also got to talk to Tim over at Tim Custom Models. We actually bumped into him at the show. The meet and greet the night before at the show, and then on Sunday when we went to the Savoy Automotive Museum, we hung out with him for quite a while there, talking about YouTube and magazines and cars and car culture and model building, and man, it was awesome. So it was really cool to talk to Tim. And if you want to go over to his channel here, see if you can scan that QR code, pause the video, so because I'm a little shaky today, so there we go. But yeah, thank you again, Tim, for talking to us and hanging out. We really appreciate that. And then let's see who we got here. Ah, yes, Mopar modeler, Mr. Darby. Got to talk to him for a little while. Does some great work, man. And here's the backside of the card. There's Mr. Darby himself. Look at this here. Look at that. That is awesome. Facebook. And then, oh, cell phone number. I probably shouldn't have had that on there. Sorry about that, Mr. Darby. Maybe, I don't know if I can blur that out or not. But yeah, thanks for talking to us also. It was really cool. He had a vendor table also, hanging out with Terry, I think it was. Yeah, Terry. And then here we have Spunky 739. This is a beautiful truck. He did an awesome job with this machine. This is just awesome. And again, here's his QR code. So go check out his channel. Him and his significant other were there. And he was handing these out at the meet and greet. So it was great to see him again. It's great to see Ernest again and chat with him here and there during the show whenever we had a chance. And now we have Mr. Bob Boosking, Rusty Spud Aerodrome. And of course, he's got a QR code. Ta-da! That's awesome. I'm so glad to see guys doing that now. That's really cool. Some of his more recent builds here. This is kind of cool. He was handing these out at the meet and greet also. And we do have to send out an apology to Bob because we didn't participate in the cancer awareness build this year. Through external situations, we weren't able to participate. And I have my reasons, and yeah, it's a little hard. So we'll talk to you guys about that some other time. But that's it for the shop cards. I think that's going to do it for the whole video. It's going to be a super long video, and I apologize. So if you made it this far, you know what time it is. It's cookie time. I'm getting something that's going to be sugar-free. All right, y'all. We'll talk to you a little bit later on. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for all of your support. And thank you most of all for your kind comments on Mrs. BG's videos. It just makes her day. We went through the comments last night and she started replying. So thank you all so much again. And we'll see you in the next video. By the way, YouTube thinks you might like this video. And also, if you like what we're doing here, there's a thing you can click on right there and give us a subscribe. So thank you to y'all. We'll talk to you a little bit later on. Bye now.